This video is based on the Globe and Mail article, Seeds of Doubt Amid a Well-Tended Retirement Plan. And it's about Mike and Mary, who are both age 67, and they have about $750,000 saved for retirement, and they're wondering, do they have enough money, and should they invest in an annuity? There's a link to this article and other articles on our YouTube channel at Atlantis Financial Inc. So in this video, we'll take a look at Mike and Mary, and do they have enough saved to provide a retirement income of $60,000 a year? Should they invest in a product that guarantees retirement income, typically called Income Plus? Or should they invest in a new product called the Pension Builder? Here we can see Mike and Mary's desired income in retirement of $60,000 a year to age 90. We've inflated that at 2.5%, so we can see here at age 80, $60,000 would be equivalent to about $80,000 a year. If we look over here, this is the total amount in their RRSPs, and we can see if we just take the minimum RRSP payment, earning about a 5% rate of return, we can see it's depleting here over time. Now, there is a shortage. They don't have enough money, and to provide the $60,000 a year of income, they're either going to have to borrow an amount similar to this, represented by the green, or they're going to have to sell some of the RRSP money, or what we can do is at a certain point in retirement is reduce their income. So let's just say at age 80, we're going to drop their income to about $45,000 a year. And what we can see when we do that is there's lots of money, things work. But what if they really do want to maintain that $60,000 a year of income? Okay, here we can see $60,000 a year. I've withdrawn the extra money from the RRSP, and we can see it works almost perfectly. If we make a 5% rate of return on the RRSP, we can get a $60,000 a year income inflated at 2.5%. So now let's take a look at the product that guarantees a retirement income for life, Income Plus. I've illustrated that, and I've used a 4% rate of return, so it's 1% less than a regular investment product, and that's probably a minimum 1%. Okay, so what we can see here is this is the annual income that's coming out based on Mary's initial deposit. Okay, and we can see that income is carrying on. So when I put that information into our program here, we can see we have something similar. To provide an income of $60,000 a year, we're short. So we need to withdraw some money here or reduce income needs at age 80. So let's do that and drop this down to the $45,000 a year of income again. And we can see when we do that, it's pretty close, but it pretty well works. Look, one thing I should point out on this illustration, again, with Mary's deposit here, we're making 4%, so we're paying about 1% extra. And we can see here, Mary's paying for a guarantee, but it's not until her assets actually run out of money here when she turns age 93, 94 that she actually starts to get some of that guaranteed benefit. So it's costing her an extra 1% a year to get a benefit in this scenario that's not going to pay until about she's age 93 or 94. Now let's go back and look at this. What if Mike and Mary really do want to maintain that income of $60,000 a year? Well, there's short here. They need to sell some of their RRSP assets, but they face a real dilemma. If they sell some of these assets or take out more than the guaranteed income amount, then they're going to reduce the guaranteed benefit. But let's take a look and see what happens if they do sell some of this. Okay, so we can see when we've withdrawn the extra money, we're just a little bit short here. We don't have quite enough to provide the $60,000 a year of income. Now keep in mind, the investment returns only made 4% here rather than the 5% because of the extra cost of having the guarantees. But what about those guarantees? Let's take a look at what happened to the guarantees when we withdrew the extra money. The guarantee is now gone because what happened, we drew an amount above the guaranteed withdrawal amount in these years to make up the income that we wanted. Because we drew so much, we no longer have a guarantee. So we've paid an extra 1% and really got nothing for it. Now let's look at a new product called the Pension Builder. And when I run the scenario on the Manulife Illustrator, they use a 2% rate of return. And that's probably accurate because the investment is in a 100% bond fund, and the management fees on that are about 2.75%. So if you're investing in bonds, take off 2.75, you probably are going to end up with about a 2% rate of return. So here we can see that the assets are depleting over time. There's a shortage here. So there is a guaranteed income for life, but it's less than the $60,000 a year. And we can see here their income sources in the green. This is the amount of money that they would receive from the pension builder product. It's not indexed or adjusted for inflation, so it's actually decreasing in real dollars. So my suggestion to Mike and Mary would be to not invest in an annuity, the income plus product, or the pension builder, but to invest for a 5% rate of return. And historically, that would be a portfolio made up of about 25 to 40% stocks, and the rest in bonds, GICs, or cash to provide an income.